Hello, I'm Gabriel, your Victory Volleyball captain. Welcome to another episode of the At-Home Volleyball Guide. In today's episode, I want to talk about serving. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to be reviewing a right-handed serve. We're going to go over our position, contact, motion, and toss. First, position. I brought us here behind the end line to explain this. We want our feet slightly more than shoulder width apart, with our left foot forward. All of our weight will be on our back right foot. As we serve, we'll bring our weight forward, so the power of our entire body is behind the ball. I want my right arm up so we can swing through smoothly without any pitching. This is so we can cleanly hit the ball. Second, contact. We're going to hit the ball with our palm. Our other fingers are slightly back. As we touch the ball, only our palm contacts, and we want to focus on this. Later, we can use our fingers to direct the ball, but for now, palm only. And this will provide us with a very basic float serve. The principle of the float serve is that your palm hits the ball hard enough to leave a momentary dent. As it flies over the net, the dent will pop out and cause the ball to change course, making it harder to pass. The release of the dent will also slow the ball down, keeping it in the court. Third, motion. My arm is back and ready. I'm whipping my elbow forward. It's slightly bent to prevent hyperextension. I'm contacting the ball high and above my head, just slightly in front, like I'm giving the most awesome high five ever. Before we go over our last step, I want to do a quick review. We want our foot back. All of our weight is on this foot. We rock forward and all the power goes into this high five, sending the ball over the net. Finally, the toss. This is the most important part of your serve. We want it lined up with our right hand, but this is a little awkward. So we bring our foot out, rotating our body. This also helps us keep all of our weight on our back foot. When we swing and serve, our weight is rotationally transferred and helps us get even more power behind the ball. Here's some advice in getting your toss consistent and the way you want it every time. Using your left hand can be a bit awkward, especially if you're right-handed, like me. So we can use our legs to give us the boost we need and keep it consistent every time. We want our toss high and in front of our body. It needs to be high enough that we can step under and through it, allowing us to get a solid contact. But if it's too high, it's going to float all over the place and we're going to lose consistency.
Oh no, not the unshakable stance again. I just got my items back.
No, I was just going to ask you if you wanted to play volleyball. We need a lefty.
Sure.
Michael, tell us a little bit about serving left-handed.
Sure thing, Gabe. I start with my right foot forward and keep my weight on my back foot. And then I toss high and give the ball a high five.
If you're serving at home, you can have obstacles like wires, or rose bushes. But you can serve from anywhere behind the line, so take this into account. Move to a position that's open and ready for you to serve. Now, let's move on to the exercises that you can do at home. The first three can be done inside or outside. For this first exercise, we're practicing our toss. Have a target in front of your dominant hand. With your non-dominant hand, toss the ball. We want to get it onto the target. For our next exercise, we want our hand up and we're going to toss the ball into our hand. This lets us really visualize where our hand is, so when we serve the ball, we know what we're doing. Our third exercise practices solid hand contact. Extend your hand and just hit the ball, practicing a good, solid contact. Our final exercise has to be done outside, I would think. We're going to serve a few. If you don't have a net, you can gauge how high the ball is by looking at the surrounding objects. If you see a sign or a pole, anything. Here, put this on. Just stand by the net.
Like this?
No, turn around. Heads! This is the best way to practice because we're putting everything we've learned together. Skunks, crows, it's scary out here. Let's go inside. It's good to find a clear area to practice. I was going to take everything out of the patio until I realized this room is 90% windows and probably not the best place to practice. Inside, we have the same three exercises we did outside. It's good to practice over and over and over again. Practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes permanent. It's okay if you hit the ceiling. I'm sure no one will mind.
What's this mark on my ceiling?
Don't worry about it. Hey, thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned some great tips about practicing volleyball. That's it for this episode. Bye-bye. Look at the ball hit the wire. It's all black stained. The best way to practice is just to do the thing.